话，我两个脚没有知觉。
Believe it or not, nearly every skier and snowboarder will have to admit, skiing is just so much of fun. Nothing could stop us. Like, nothing. Hey, by the way, this is Mr. Lang Chen. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, today's episode is the second one of our 100 brand stories from China. I'm gonna share with you the legendary story of a disabled extreme outdoors man, Baggio Zhong, and how he built a global outdoor company with a full line of climbing apparel and equipment. 80% of your culture is your founder. I can totally relate to this statement being an entrepreneur myself, and that's why I always love to interpret a brand's culture and philosophy through understanding the personalities of its founder. As mentioned in the last episode about the brand founded by the gymnastics star Li Ning, anything is possible. It's not just his personal belief, but also the core spirit of the company, helping them revive from crisis and stay competitive again. For Mr. Baggio Zhong, Made to Climb is not just his personal life motto, but also the enduring mission of his company, Kailas. So I'm gonna elaborate the story all through the lens of two keywords, adventurer and geek. Baggio had an adventurous spirit at a very young age. He grew up in Zhanjiang, a well-known southern China port. Back in the 90s, this place was a bustling hub for trading, where stuff from the east and west got exchanged all the time. Baggio loved exploring the local flea markets and often collected cool stuff from the other countries like climbing gears, skateboard, and mountain bikes. Oh, by the way, he was one of the first people in China to ride a BMX. Whenever asked about how he got into all this outdoor stuff, he always talked about his first climbing backpack from a foreign brand. After using the backpack for all sorts of extreme sports like mountaineering, rock climbing, and even skiing, he finally figured out that he was a total outdoors man. As he getting more into it, he noticed that most outdoor brands were from abroad. There ain't no good local outdoor gear brands for Chinese people, and he wasn't cool with that. So he thought about starting his own, even though there were very few people in China were into the outdoor sports at that time. In 2003, he founded his company Kailas, named after Mount Kailas in Tibet, China. This mountain is in a very high altitude area, covered in ice and snow all year round, and no one has ever climbed it yet. Taking this name shows his driving ambition. The company aims to be with the climbing lovers, and they are all about discovering the thrill of unknown and exploring the untouched beauty of nature. That was insane and bold idea, especially considering that 20 years ago. Made in China literally has no competitive edge, not even saying in the professional outdoor category. The foreign brands have already been globally recognized for decades. A fresh, new, unknown outdoor brand from China was a tough sell. But that's exactly his true nature as an adventurer. Baggio founded his own outdoor gear company was simply because he felt like he was born for the outdoors. What he did was just staying true to his heart. Because he never wanted his life to be like lukewarm water, but more with huge and wild waves. So back then, Baggio has set his sight on two peaks that he has strived to climb. One for his personal experience on more thrilling outdoor sports, and the other one for his career to make Kailas one of the top-tier outdoor company in the world. So now, you might understand why, even after a life-changing accident like high paraplegia, Baggio could still stand up again and get back to ski. Just the day after he woke up in the hospital, he started searching online what sports a person with high paraplegia can do. Not long after he recovered, he had already modified an off-road motorcycle, tied his legs to the bike, and tried pulling a tear off in the air. You might think he's crazy and love taking risks, but I mean, he's just super serious and dedicated about the things he pursued, and I would rather call him a geek. A year later, he was back on the ski slopes. Yep, you heard it right, just 1 year after being disabled. He started practicing skiing right at the place where the accident happened. I mean, Who else would keep having a blast and even go pro if they weren't really into it, right?
Maybe I can train you for a Paralympic Games, Winter Games in Beijing 22.
还要训练你参加残会。
In the end, Baggio did not choose to join the Paralympics because there was another peak waiting for him to climb. Kailas is aiming to be one of the world top-tier outdoor company. To achieve this goal, he decided to set higher expectations for the brand, asking for nothing but the best. Baggio is an undeniable product geek. He always engrossed in product development, creating things that no one else has ever made and thought of. With no one in his homeland specializing in the sports wheelchairs, he set up another company to focus on the design, research, and production of sports wheelchairs, helping people with disabilities move faster and be stable and safe to pursue their love of life and sports. Baggio knew that Kailas must have its own strength to stand firm in the competitive field of professional outdoor gears. It is either go big or go home. Rather than making products for just randomly anyone, he's aiming the brand at hardcore outdoor fanatic like himself. Specialization always comes first. That's the core culture he brings to the company as a founder. Lightweight is the key requirement for outdoor pros when it comes to their gear. As an outdoor geek, Baggio started a lightweight upgrade, aiming to incorporate this philosophy into all the product lines, from trekking poles and carabiners to storm jackets, professional climbing backpacks, camping tents, and so much more. Performance is also a big deal. Like a pair of trail running shoes should be able to adapt to various terrains like gravel, muddy paths, icy roads, etc. They also need to fit well to keep the toes from jamming forward when running downhill. As a result, Kailas Fuga shoes has made it to the top 4 trail running shoes, and Fuga Pro is even the winner of German ISPO award. Its killing tech, design, and functionality have earned so many prompts from professional trail runners around the world. As more and more outdoor challengers pushing their limits, products must evolve from time to time to keep pace with their demands. That's why Kailas choose to focus only on the niche category of extreme outdoor sports and upgrade their technology again and again. Kailas is the only brand in Asia that features a complete set of products for 8,000 meters extreme climbing. Besides creating professional gears, Kailas also sponsored many professional events and competitions like trail running race, mountaineering, ice climbing festivals, rock searching, and the well-known Unclimbed Peak project. Kailas Unclimbed Peak project aims at exploring mountains and peaks around the globe that had not yet been reached by human beings. For the past decades, they have sponsored many professional climbing teams and reached over 40 peaks, all above 5,000 meters. This includes supporting an extreme climbers with no legs, Xia Boyu. Xia was part of the team that first measured Mount Everest height for China. Unfortunately, he lost both his legs due to severe frostbite. In 2013, he resolved to conquer Everest once again, and 5 years later, successfully reached the summit of Everest with the support from Kailas. As for now, Kailas has been granted 71 awards at home and abroad, reached the summit of 43 unclimbed peaks, partnered with 107 athletes, developed more than 1,400 climbing routes, and participates in over 200 races every year.
你真的就没有崩溃的时候吗？
哎，是，我觉得熊的地方可多了，还不是1点2点，就无数个漆黑的夜晚，自我怀疑。其实我并没有那么坚强，非常脆弱，非常敏感。在第2天我就觉得，我要重新开始，重新再来。
Coming to the end of this video, I would like to share you a true story that shows just how much Chinese climbers respect the Kailas brand. On the night of May 18th, 2023, 2 climbers were getting ready to conquer the Mount Everest as planned. They were less than 400 meters from the peak. But then they spotted another climbers in distress, lying by the side of the trail. There was an unwritten rule in the extreme climbing community that no rescue above 8,000 meters. It is not about ethics, but about limits of what human can do at that height. But when they saw the Kailas logo on the climber's downsuit, they figured she's probably a Chinese, and in the end, they choose to give up their summit attempt to save a life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.